Hey guys, Devin Fraze here. Looks like we're playing Go, Twitch. So get ready for that. Today, you and me and you, are going to be competing against Eric Lui, One Pro, and he's probably going to kick our butt, but it's going to be awesome because it's a teaching game. So we get to learn from a really strong person, and you guys get to help vote on those moves. So I'll give you the choices A or B, and I might give you some suggestions on what to be thinking about, especially if you're new, pointing out things like Atari and stuff like that you just learned from David's video. Hopefully all that makes sense, and if not, best way to learn is to apply it. So Eric, thank you so much for playing us today.
Thank you, Devin. I'm glad to be here, and I'm really looking forward to this game. Uh, Hopefully, this will be a very entertaining match for all of us. I'd very much like to see you guys win.
Cool. We'll try our best. So you hear that, Twitch? We can't throw away can't throw away moves. We got to do our best. So awesome. Well, great. So it looks like you're playing white, and normally black would go first, but we start with a handicap, 2 stone head start. So go ahead and take the lead.
All right, let's have a good game.
Thank you. Have a good game. All right. So you're opening up in that corner. That's good. Get some influence over there. Open my analyze mode so I can talk to you guys about it. Since white is over here, we have a head start. We could start by attacking, or we could kind of be more cautious and just try to take another corner. So let's look at that. We'll do either A, or we will be very aggressive B. What do you guys think, chat? Take A and just try to grow in that upper left over here and keep our stones nice and safe, or should we jump into a fight immediately? Perfect. Yeah, so guys, polls live on Twitch. I'm seeing a lot of A's. That's good. Now I don't know how to know when the poll is done. Oh, I'm seeing some B's though. You guys are crazy. Go with the B's. I'm mostly seeing A, so I'm going to go with that. I don't know how to close the poll, but we'll figure it
out. Oh, this is exciting. It's getting closer.
Oh, I can see it. Thank you for pointing that out, Eric. Yeah, exactly. F1 crosscut. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys don't notice too, there's letters around the board and numbers, and so you can also, if you want to talk to each other, call it out. I'm still going to give this option A and B, so you have to choose that. But so let's look at the results. Oh, we have a resounding A. Good choice. Good choice. I think so. Awesome. Let's see what Eric does.
Okay, that's an interesting move. I was expecting you to choose C7 instead.
Ah, yeah, I had considered that. Let's see here. Right here. I should have led you guys in a better direction.
So I have several options here. One, I could develop from my 1 stone, for example, play E3 or something, but not as interesting as this move.
Ooh, yeah. Developing calm in the corner would have been possible, but I think jumping behind would be cool. Yeah, now he's taking that corner anyway, so we can't develop much there since we're so high up. So if I imagine I try to attack his stone, he's gonna probably be able to make some sort of fortress in the corner, some living group. Alternatively, I probably shouldn't play away, doing this. You might fight about it, but let's see what you guys had to say about that. Oh, that's my move.
Undo request.
Let me undo. Yeah, sorry, I let Twitch run on that.
Granted.
Got to analyze game, pull up the options. So let's see here. I probably should attach based on where this stone is. I think maybe this side to attach. hard to choose between A and B. And then I'll give you guys the crazy option again for B, just to attack over there and see what happens. So go ahead, Twitch. What do you guys think? Should we close him in that corner and then fight White, or should we attack him right now and see what happens and go back?
You really seem to like that attachment.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't, huh?
Mm.
It's a good point. Yeah, instantly I've regretted my 4-4, so we'll see how it rolls out. I feel like it's pretty easy life for you in that corner now. But we already have 2 corners, Twitch, so don't get worried. He may live there, but we'll have some extra influence to use against him. Give us better choices. Okay. That's fair. That's fair, Ben Braun. Next time I'll give you good choices. We'll do something nice like C6 or D7, something more normal. So Eric's trying to taking B. Yeah, don't take the bait, man. Don't take the bait. All right, let's see what the result says. A. A. Good move, Twitch. I think that's a sound play.
So since I invaded into the corner, I'm just going to continue the standard move, standard follow-up.
So I'm looking at his liberties. So it looks like he has 4. And I also have 4 on my stones. So we're kind of evenly matched in our fight. And I probably want to keep a little bit of pressure on him while I have a chance, though. So let's look at the options for A and B. H2, please. Oh, no. H2. Ooh, wow, that's an intense move, Braun. I would not know what to do there. Yeah, I did. I saw someone in chat said B7. I considered something like B7. I thought about that. I was a little worried about what would happen, given the white stones. I kind of thought maybe if I played in the corner, they might kind of connect here and separate my groups. So that's where my mind was. Whether or not that's true, we'll hear from Eric after the game too. He's going to help us learn from our mistakes. So.
Yeah, it seems like everyone or most of the people are watching know how to play Go.
Yeah.
So this should be an interesting game.
Be more. That's an interesting idea. So A, big A. Yep, I like that. All right. Here is a legit decision, guys. 1-1. Just kidding. No. Or Tengen, right? 1-1 or Tengen. What do you guys think? No. So back to reality. Snap back to reality. We can think about Hane, and let me just show you what happens if we do that. If we Hane like this, he might cut us, and then he could try and attack our 2 stones. That would be somewhat problematic. So we want to be aware of that. So a standard idea could be to extend, right? Where he still could Hane, but he doesn't have that cut. And then another idea, I think. Probably can't play away, something like this corner now. I think it. Oh, darn it! That's my real move. That could be problematic again.
Undo granted.
So let's see what you guys think in regards to options here. Do we want to risk the cut or be very solid and dead. Actually, let me look at chat real quick. 2-2, please. No, chat. Can't do 2-2.
Are we seriously not getting F8 as an option?
No, they are. They are given F8 as an option. Chat knows. So we'll do A or B, guys. A or B. F8 or F7. So D8. D8, someone said. Oh, interesting. D8, I feel like is pretty fancy. More modern.
So I'm actually starting to regret my 3-3 invasion.
Oh, good. Good. That's my hope. Eric Lui. More than 2 options. Interesting. I'm not sure if we can vote for more than 2 options on Twitch. I'm not familiar with that. So, do you think we should do it? Should give 3 options. It'd be interesting. Yeah. Chad was saying that. Yeah, Chad, what do you guys think? 3 options, or just stick with A and B? More regrets on the way. Oh my gosh. All right, results. Let's check them. B. Thank you, Chad. If you did A, I would have been very sad. I kind of read out what would part of what would have happened, but it would have been painful beyond belief here. So.
Do I prefer Go or poker? Interesting question. I'll come back to that later. Oh.
Beginner's poker night. I'm pretty trash at poker. Do you ever play gosh, I forget his name now. I've played poker with enough Go players to lose too much money, so it's not good.
So back to the game for a moment.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I only really have one choice, one move to play, and that's Johanne and live in the corner.
Look at that chat. I'm not total garbage. I predicted that. That's good. So we see him kind of making his group there. If we try to do something like jump inside, he will we have these 3 liberties. Wait. Oh, sorry. Am I back? Okay. So if I try to jump inside, we'll only have these 3 liberties here. Won't be able to do much. He has a lot more. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of lines come away from his group. So that would be a pretty horrible idea. So instead, we probably want to try to encapsulate him, keep him in the corner, and then maybe use this nice giant wall we have to attack that original stone that he had played. So I'm thinking maybe move like this, or let's encapsulate. Someone says nice. H3, please. H3. Or sure, chat. You guys are looking to attack right now. We could technically attack right now. It does get back to the word aji, if people remember the word sente as well. Sente. So think about that as you choose your move. Let's pull up A and B and see how you guys feel about that. Devin struggles to think of a realistic alternative. Indeed, yeah. To me, my bias is toward A, but it's not wholly. I'm only an AGA 1 cube, so it is not without the realm of possibility that I very much am not going to think of always the best move. So bend it. Yeah. So I said the word hane. Hane is like a bend, right? So I'm kind of wrapping around the corner of the stone if we end up playing A there. And of course, when I play here too, I reduce 2 liberties. Right here, I'm not really reducing liberties. I may be able to live in this corner though. Then we have the wall option. That'd be, maybe we save that for later. We'll see. We'll find out what you guys want to do. Yeah, A is Sente and build strength. That's a good point. Exactly. Yeah, and Sente, as you guys probably remember, is it invokes a response. So if I here and decide that there's something else really important. like that move, and he'll be upset about that. So, all right, results. A without saying it. Good. We're all saying. Some people voted B though. That's okay. You're not saying it's just a different strategy. So hard to do group strategizing.
Okay, so that seems like looks like a good move to me. So next I can just connect in the corner, but I would end in Gote, and I would give Black the initiative to play something like H3, which some people wanted to do, but I don't like that idea. Since I started out with a disadvantage, I need to play it a bit faster.
Ooh.
So I'm going to play away. Now the question is if I want to play at E3 or F3. If I play E3, there's more Aji on the inside.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Oh no.
No fear.
Yeah. No fear. That's great. Good for you. I mean, that's why you're a pro, right? We luckily have the upper hand 2 stones, but we'll see if we can hold that lead. Yeah, somebody in the chat said the move B5 maybe wasn't as much sente as we thought, and so that's a good point. So maybe he's actually not afraid at all. The move didn't bother him. So one of the things we got to keep in mind, chat, is I have this cut right here at E6, right, and that separates my 2 stones, and so that could be problematic. I also have a cut over here at C5. And so if he cuts me, when you cut, you can also take away liberties, and once you take away all the liberties you capture, that would be pretty bad. But we had a request. We said, hey, be worried about the stone, and he didn't worry at all. So maybe we think about cutting here and following up our threat credibly, or maybe we follow up in a way that deals with some of the Aji over here. Let me think of some moves. I think one of my thoughts is A, but I wonder about the sequence that follows, right? So we're thinking not just about the move and its effect, but how that move might give white a good sequence of additional moves. We want to be careful not to give them sente, that idea of leading the game. So if we play A, we should think about that. And then kind of want to attack the bottom left, but it's hard. There's not a whole lot. So to attack there, but if you let him live in that bottom right, it's going to be pretty big. Trying to think of a good bottom right move. You could attach underneath like this and give him some choices about how he wants to progress in the bottom right. So let's do that, chat. A or B? Do we attack his upper left because he left it untouched and played away, or do we follow him and we start to focus on that bottom right?
Once again, a bunch of A's.
Seeing a lot of A's, yeah. It's getting tricky. A is sente. A is sente. But the question is, does it end sente? So if you guys are more experienced, you might know the answer to that. If not, try and think out what happens after A. If it is sente, we probably want to go with it if the sequence ends with it being our turn. So actually, let's explore that while the chat's thinking. So A, boop, capture. Now, does white have to play back? Well, good move for white probably here and feels relatively alive in the corner potentially. Or maybe there's another option that I'm not considering or seeing, like this maybe. It's kind of very solid, keep elements connected. So that feels like it's pretty sente. But if white plays away, like maybe cut, can my 3 black survive? So that's the question. All right, poll says straightforward game, chat. That's all I gotta say. Straightforward game. So I'm still gonna make you guys vote. If he targets me, I kind of know what we have to do, right?
Yeah, I pretty much have no choice but to play here.
Yeah. And I already showed you kind of the sequence. Like he's a target, and again, target is only at that one line. If he plays a 7, I'm captured. So I just cannot ignore that. In some games I can, but in this case, I want to capture. So I'm sorry to rob you of that move, chat. Just gotta play the move. I'll try and give you guys more interesting moves coming up.
In this move, I don't really have much choice either. Oh, that's not necessarily true. Okay, I'm just going to live.
You're thinking, chat. Oh yeah, like he played that living move. That's a good move. Okay, guys, we got to figure out though how to get this dude because he's live in the corner. That's cool. You know, he's going to get some points over there if we count him up. Right? Maybe 6 points in that corner. And over here, he has some more points as well. So we can kind of have some imaginary boundaries. Do that in a weird way, but let's say 18-ish points on the board. But, you know, we don't have a whole bunch, right? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess 10 plus the capture, and then maybe some points over here as well, but not a lot. So we're actually almost like we're behind still. So we want to be wary of that. But luckily it is our turn, so we get to make those choices. And I say points, but it's relative approximations of points, right? So we're hoping. I could keep trying to pick on Eric a bit. We could play something like this, and then if he doesn't respond to trying to attack him, so it kind of feels like it's a Sente move. Or we could try to pick on Eric gently over here and try to increase our corner and reduce him. I'm not so sure we should jump in anywhere. It feels like we'll probably die if we do that. So let's make some choices. Do we threaten him this way? Or do we threaten him this way? The worst threat. F4. F4. I thought about F4, chat. That was a thing I was thinking about. I don't know if F4 is some interesting things. So go ahead and vote on A or B. I want to show you guys F4 a little bit. Could be kind of interesting, actually. So we go here. If he blocks, maybe we can try and squeeze. There's a bit of answer, but try to reduce the number of beats on itself. So that could be a cool move. But A or B, guys. Aggressive or aggressive, exactly. Who's playing Pergo with you, Eric?
Oh, wait. Why do you ask, Devin?
No. That's why the chat wants to know.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was counting the game.
No, it's okay. Oh no, he's counting, guys. We're in trouble. Yeah, pros are impeccable at counting. It's one of their strengths. That's why you might be going easy on us trying to, win it by half a point or lose it by half a point. We'll see if he can do that. But he's also Sente. Is Sente? Yep, that's right. Yeah, both of them feel like Sente, but they're initially Sente. Do they keep Sente? And what are the repercussions of this idea of reverse Sente? So if I don't play there and he does play there, what happens? So, results, let's see. A, 79% A. Maybe I'm doing this thing where we all choose.
Yeah, it's been A every time.
Yeah, it's been A every time. Yeah, I'll try to choose. Well, now I've announced it. It won't work, right? I'm purposely trying to put my favorite move the second. You won't know, chat. I won't tell you guys.
All right, so Someone suggested earlier that Twitch could choose my move.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this one. Yeah, I'm just curious what does Twitch think I should do here? I may or may not follow the suggestion. Any ideas?
D8, D9. Yeah, so they're thinking something living there. We gotta think Twitch.
E9 is only a move to live properly. That would be correct. So if I live with D8, then I will only end up with 3 points in the end. Because black can get a Sente endgame with E9. So if I play E9 instead, then I can make 5 points in the corner. So that's the better move.
Nice, that makes sense. Yeah, even if I jump in, you can still divide your fortress here into 2 rooms, 2 eyes. It's better than the beginner video. So that is definitely more points there. Wow, it's a great move. Honestly, I would have played without thinking a weaker move like a D8 or D9. So E9. Good job, chat. Whoever said that in chat, well done. So, but that's good. So you're trying to maximize that space in there. That'd be great. All right. Well, we should, probably consider some options elsewhere on the board. So, again, invading seems scary. Something we could consider, especially because now I have this big, strong wall here, and we'll probably live on this side. So let me think about what a good invasion would be. I'm not certain it works, but there's G3 we could consider as a really cool invasion. Or we can try and increase our corner and gently poke from the outside. So what do you guys think? Should we invade with a lovely G3s, a smack dab in the middle of white's corner and say, hey, white, that's not your corner. Get out of here. We're going to kill everything. Or should we push in gently and kind of build up and just try to win on those points? So what does chat think? A or B? Def C. Oh, yeah. Yeah, C is move C. Yeah. I asked you guys if you wanted to do 2 moves or more moves, like 3 or 3. No one said anything. I didn't see anyone say 3 moves, please. So. Why not D2?
Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure most people wanted more moves.
Did they? Okay, we can do more moves from here on out, chat. I'm sorry to limit you. Yeah, D2 is an option. D2 is an option. It maybe even is a better option. It's Sente, and I get to follow it up at like E1, or Sente-ish. I could wonder if he would ignore me and play up for that upper right. The knight moves a large extension than the diagonal, so can't vote neither. Oh no! Sorry to hear you can't vote. I'm watching Twitch on my phone, or watching the chat at least, and I can vote. So. Oh my gosh! Twitch, what
I guess that means that's your choice, Devin.
I guess so. Dead even. People don't know what to do. Wow. Twitch. Go with the fun one? Yeah, I think so. I think we have to go with the fun one, right? Like, that way we can learn the most out of the pro. Because our goal as the weaker players, right, is to learn so we can get better. I mean, granted, winning's fun, so we're going to try and do that too. I'm not going to just throw away the game, but if we can learn from it, that'd be good. So I think we might learn a lot from this. You have to pass the tie. Hilarious.
So ordinarily in this kind of shape, I would have several choices to choose from. but
Mm.
black is so thick on the outside that I can only really choose one or maybe two options. That's between F3 and F4. So if I choose F3, that's the safest option. But then I have to worry about if I have enough points to win after the shape gets settled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try something else after that. I probably can live in the corner directly.
Well, I'm not sure if you can live, but you might be able to. Right, something like that.
Yeah, that was my kind of thought too. If you had played F3, so then maybe I'll let you take the corner piece, and I will capture it and just collect some rock on the outside. You're very strong, so not one option. So. I noticed somebody in chat mentioning F3 for me as a move. That's kind of interesting and fun. I wish I had considered that.
Yeah, that was a very good move as well.
Wow.
I'm kind of glad that that move's not played.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd do if I'd done that actually.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like this, and it would be awesome for me.
Okay, so I'm just going to play my original move.
Oh yeah, you playing there? Sure, that makes sense. Great. We talked about some variations. So let's give you some options. First one I already mentioned, A. But additionally, we can try to do some fancy co-type things in the corner. It's always there. Or we can just kind of reach for the outside and sacrifice. So do we attempt to live in the corner, or do we sacrifice? What do you guys think? There's only one move each two. There you go. Here, bead chance. Ooh, I know someone talking about empty triangles. That's a really good thought. I'm thinking, even if you can think one move ahead, right? So we don't necessarily read out 100 moves, but if we can, okay, where are they going to play, right? They'll probably do something like Atari me at 1 or 2, right? And we're going to play accordingly. So if I played A and they Atari me, that's just down. So, but is this shape an empty triangle? No, it's not. It's actually a filled triangle because there's a stone here. So it's not as bad as empty triangle. Filled triangles can be good sometimes. But we always want to be really careful about our liberties. So thinking about liberties here, we're at 4 running out. Although at any point, but this would be interesting. Be an interesting move. Oh yeah, someone mentioned the filled triangle. And actually, I feel like one of the people. Well, actually, guys. All right, let's see what the results are. Twitch says B. 84% B. Oh my gosh. All right, we're doing it, Twitch.
Wow. That's unexpected.
Yeah, they're like, we saw what happened with A. It's boring. Let's try B. Oh, that was A? Oh, there you go. That's right, it was.
Undo requested. Undo granted.
I fooled myself, Twitch, because I decided to do the thing that we talked about earlier where I didn't give you the best move as the first move. And,
I was excited for a moment there.
Eric's like, we have a chance. He has a chance. So, good call, Twitch. Thanks for correcting me. It was White's turn. We undid the board. For anyone wondering, just happened. I asked for an undo. He's a very generous opponent, so he let me take back my move.
Yeah, so I guess I have no choice once again. Kind of boring.
One-way street.
Yeah, I have to take this then.
I won't give you too much, but to think about Twitch. But so in my mind, I'm considering something like extension as an option, just because from here, that's fun.
from here we'd have 3 liberties, and we could maybe do a little more damage. But we have to worry about this stone at h4 dying, right? Or we can pull back just directly and make him worry about capturing that extending stone from before that we mentioned. So if I do this properly, there you go. Pull back, and then if he tries to come out, then we can extend and some good things happen. So that could be kind of interesting. So we can kind of threaten that move later, or we can play here immediately and make him kind of finish that off, right? And then we can finish on this stronger side. So let's see what you guys think. I think extending at G2 would be a little too much. It would be a little unwise. But we can either Atari or we can extend. I think those are 2 options. So, and C. You know what? Heck it. C. Yeah. You know what? Extending's fine. ABC. That's what we said. ABC. Thank you for your patience, chat. I'm learning from you. ABC. And the reality too is, like, in a Go game, I mean, there's always like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I mean, you gotta, not always. When you're in Atari, usually, it's an important stone, you should do something about it. But E, F, G. So you want the E, F, G. No E, F, G, chat.
Do co-players associate crosscuts with physically crossing their eyes?
Oh my gosh, what kind of question is that? Maybe some do. Eric, do you associate crossing your eyes? We did there's 3 options. Sorry, for doing. What'd you say, Eric? No, not for you.
Usually.
And there's also D. There's also this D2 stone. Guys, consider this. Someone said it earlier. I'm kind of keeping it in the back of my mind. So if I get a chance to come to this later, I'm going to do something like that. Other moves I would think about that are kind of near the end. And no end game because they're on the first line, right? So stuff that's kind of near, or even second line, stuff that's near the edges. Think about these moves. So they're going to be Ascente, but they're small. Well, maybe F9 is pretty Ascente, but we're having a little battle over here. So I don't want to play away in the middle of a big fight. But things to consider, right? And that's kind of what I'm having to prioritize is where do I want to, when do I want to play away? So we're going to lose after A. Oh no! Somebody might have been reading ahead. Let's see.
A wins again.
A wins. A wins. I tried to not make it A. No. Up, aim, and boom. All right, chat. That's good. Let's do A.
I'm just going to take this stone. Not expected this move, Devin, from me.
Yeah, I did. I definitely, as you know, expected that one. Exactly. So, well, there's the Atari, right? We can always do that. If you fill at G3, get a little forcing move there. That could be cool. There's a kind of boring connect at H5. Very solid, but then it's Gote, right? You lose Sente, and that would be unfortunate, but you can't keep it forever. It's a D2 move, so it's always there. I'll mention it as well. It's an option on the board. Yeah, let's see what you guys have to say about that. So, do we Atari? Make them fill that, or maybe you fill D3. Maybe you'll do Ko. Maybe Ko. Maybe people have seen Ko in the opening rules. What's that video? Hikaru? No. Make your choice, Dad. Whatever. I love it. These are the best names of both. So, let's see here. I like F9 too. F9. Yeah, F9's there. And actually, maybe it might be worth playing too before he gets to it. So if he gets F9, let's say we do A, and I'm not saying we do A, but let's say we do A completely ignores us. He pushes F9, and then we play here. He will have to do something to come back. But now our shape. We're gonna have
A wins again.
A wins again. Okay, cool. Well, there it is, guys. We're talking about there's options there, and for game A. Chad, are you just clicking A? You just, no matter what A is.
Actually, was the voting finished on that one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, it was not. I thought you were telling me A was. Let's see here. Oh, but they did win, so never mind. Don't accept my undo.
The tough situation now.
Oh, the top situation.
So if I connect, then that's not comfortable for me.
Yeah, you look pretty blobby.
I could start the co at h5, but the problem is threats. I need some big threats to play that move. So I'm going to play this move.
Oh, Joseki would be a great username. I don't disagree. So chat, he has ignored our threat against this stone. That is a true insult. All right.
We have all the threats. That is true.
Sure. So it looks like he's hit our stone here. And I always tell the newbies in my club, if someone hits your stone, that means they've automatically lost one of their own liberties, right? So I have 3 liberties here, and White has 3 liberties. And so we're ahead in this fight because it's our turn. So we can, hane or attach on one of the sides and, try to bully that stone. So if we went something like this, we can expect him to pull back. And then we could capture that stone like we want to, is one option. Or we could say, hey, we're going to actually eat your stone. And it kind of works. If he tries to come get us, we're going to get to capture that sea stone, right? Even if he doesn't run away, it's totally doomed, right? If we really want to get that sea stone, that's an option to cut here, right? Or we can say, hey, you ignored our co. Like, that's kind of a big deal. Maybe we got a good follow-up, right? Like, let's say he decides to keep attacking this symbol. We can take this whole corner from him, right? Although he might take to go back, that could be dangerous, but it's an option. So I'm gonna look at these 3 options. Just go for the co since he didn't do it. We could try to eat that stone there, or we could just kind of hane and pull back and be chill. So.
Those are good. Those are some good options there. I approve.
You approve. Eric approves, guys. I mean, that's what we're after. Give me liberties or give me death. Yeah. And this is, I think Eric made a really good point too, right? So if he just fills, and we get that D2 move I mentioned, right? He can't play C2 anymore, right? He's restricted. He's just going to be really small. So that would be pretty unideal. It's a trap, someone says. Actually, yeah, let's in the chat. If Eric approves, I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, right? I think it might be actual. Eric wants us to play the move that helps him out because we're doing not too bad here. So. The thing we got to consider though is connecting here and saving our stone as well. So that's something I'm keeping in mind, right? As all those moves is the connection and what's going to happen over here. Try to get away from the same thing. All right, guys, results are in. B is the move. All right, let me look at again. Analyze. I forgot what B was already.
B was D2, if I remember right.
I think you're right. Yeah. All right, chat. We're doing D2.
Very aggressive.
Indeed. I think Eric has a trick up his sleeve. Oh my gosh. Chat. What's he doing?
Trap.
Let's start the co. Wow, that's exciting. Trap. He said trap. That's good. Well, so now we have a bit of a problem because, if we don't capture, if we try to put him in a target, going to get us, and he's out of that go, right? So that's pretty easy to read. You should be able to read that. So we're in Atari. If we just extend, it's not going to do a lot for us. He can connect, and now, there's not a whole mess of things. Well, actually, he can't connect, right? So we could capture that in the stone. But it wouldn't be too exciting. I feel like capturing kind of makes sense. Even if he scoops under, he's not going to capture our 2 stones. And he has a ton of cutting points, right? Cutting point. We can turn, we could do some cutting there and maybe combo with the first cutting point I clicked. So there's a lot of options here. Alternatively, so capture. Alternatively, we we could try extending. We could kind of deepen our commitment here, and then come back and capture A later, or if he fills it A, and then we can capture that H5 stone. And then also, I kind of feel like my corner is in danger, so we can just bail. We could be like, hey, Eric, we don't want to fight. Actually, we're kind of wimpies. We want to, not wimpy, but like we want to be certain that we're going to get some points in this corner. You're not going to like do something sneaky and get us. So we could play H6 as well as an option. Just let him have that. All right, Pat, what do you think? Do the co? Deep. 4 options. No. Sorry, that's just on the screen. No 4. No 4. Do the co, deepen the co, or bail out of the co. John game or Q game? Yeah. Right. Some options. So just to also play out, one of the things I consider too is, let's say we take A and he pushes here, and now we have to capture this. He's going to get to come back, right? And we're going to have to find some way to threaten him. So that's A option. Think about it hard, chat. Think about it hard.
So it's going to be A, no doubt on that one.
I think so. But we don't know. It's about to end. There is hard to mess up. Okay, great. Thanks for doing this now. Did they vote? I don't see a result.
Yeah, so they played A.
Great. Good call. Yep. We already talked about some of our strategy. So we're going to let this go because we know we want to attack the stone. He's going to play capture that. We got to figure out the next move. Do the 19x19 party all night. Yeah, it would pretty much be an all-night party, guys. I'll tell you what. I'd do a 19x19. Apologize if I'm explaining too much. I think the Twitch voting feature takes a little bit longer than I expected. So if you get capture back, now I have some code.
Yeah, I captured.
So, nice. So I think code threats. I think his group in the upper right, right? We can jump right in. We can kind of put on the outside, or we can maybe play something fancy internally, like at C9. So what do you guys think, chat? What do you think? How should we make a code threat? We want to think about what gives us the most possible future code threats. It's kind of how we decide that. So yeah, sure, code threat. Basically, I really want to be able to just capture back the G4 stone, but I can't. So you guys can still vote on A, B, and C, but I'll explain code why we do that. But I want to be able to capture back, but we can't, right? So if I capture back, it'll tell me move error. It's a legal co-move. And the reason why is because if I capture him, he'll capture me. I'll capture him. He'll capture me. And we'll just go back and forth forever, right? You can kind of fake the sequence If I put a black stone here, remove this one. Oops. There you go. And then again, white can do the same thing to me, play there, pick up my stone, and then it's kind of infinite loop of taking. So we don't allow that. We call it co-rule, no infinite rule, no infinity loops. And that keeps the game interesting. So I go play something elsewhere that he cares about. Because if let's say we play C1, he's not going to care. So he's just going to end the fight after me, right? So I want to play something that makes him respond. So that's why I'm looking at the upper left. Thanks for asking that, someone. I already missed who that was, but no. Back to game. All right.
Looks like it's going to be A again.
A again. A was that move. So.
Oh, I just noticed the Adele reference.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
All right, I have to answer that.
Yeah. So, and I'm not going to make it. That's what we take the code. That's how that works, right? So we threat. He responded, and we're going to capture the stone back. So let's see where he's going to threat from this.
I will play here.
Ooh.
On the board.
Which I won't make you too hard about this. We're in Atari. We should either just write in the chat. I should either play B3 or should I play C1? B3 A C1. B3. B3. I'm seeing some B3s, guys. That's all I need. Rolling in the deep. B3. A. C1. B3. I'm only seeing B3s in chat, so I'm going to play it, and then that'll help us progress faster. It's a really good call, and the reason why is because if we played C1, he could Atari us again and keep that code going. Right, so he captured our stone. So now we need to make some co-threats. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, B3 is good. You guys are mentioning that, so I just played that for you because I think the polls can be highly B3, which is the A move. So, we captured us. Can't capture back. Got to do something else to threaten him. Probably should threaten continuing the threat up in the top left. So. So we can continue the threat by playing here or here. F9 and C9 are the same. Maybe they are. Oh yeah, they sure are. That's boring. So we'll play F9A, and I don't even know where to threaten him. There's nothing else. no worries yet. We're going to play this threat. That's what we got to do. C9, so the reason why it's the same, why I think about that move, is if we can still play this later. It doesn't go away. The order of it doesn't necessarily matter. So it's a good point, Chad. He took. So we'll take back the cup. D9. We could extend it down, but once he captures, we don't have an additional move. That's a good point. I should have shown you guys D9. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Play D9.
So next move is kind of hard for me.
Making him think that. Yes, and F9 is better for endgame. That's a really good point, GGR. Yep. So we get to maximize our point over here and minimize our internal loss. We get a free move there. We play D9. He captures. Now F9 is no longer Sente. Oh, he's trying to put pressure on us over here on the left. So I think we should either cut or fix the code or in the co. What do you think, Chad? Movie is screening in a minute, I guess. This game's taking longer than I thought. Yeah. Great. Should we take our still time doing the Twitch plays, or should I play to the end from here? Is this the real life? That's right. The scam. Who's getting scammed? I'm not scamming you guys. I would never scam you guys. H2 makes the code bigger. Yes, H2 does make the code way bigger. It'd be pretty intense. So let's say we play this, he captures, and I make a code threat, and he responds. And then let's say that this would be threatens this zone. We can make this. We can finish a really big position. So that'd be kind of awesome. So result B. So B was, I believe, Phil, right? Yeah, B is Phil. So great. Good choice. Yeah. Take a nice knee on me. Or on us. Oh my gosh. So divided our sky. I like it. We should still decide, do we want to cut, or is there something else fun we can do? Like, could we play E2? Or do we want to make ourselves really solid in the corner, play something like C1? Cut in the landslide. Oh, these are hilarious. What is it going to be? A, B, or C? Will Eric do the Fandango? I don't know how you guys are coming with these full names. You are Steven, but this was great. Yeah, so what is our option? C's pretty good, C1's pretty good. We make a little fortress in the corner, which is awesome. In this co, which is pretty cool. And we could make points here. So he'll get a few points in this corner, we'll get some here and here. Not a bad position. So A is kind of exciting, right? Because we're trying to cut, maybe attack. That'd be cool. Attack has 3 stones that he's using to attack us. So B is very aggressive. So if we play B, we're trying to poke at his weak point at F2. Play here, and then if we can follow up there, that'd be ideal. So those are kind of the thoughts behind those options. Seeing A's and C's and B's. It's going to be an interesting vote. Excited to see how you guys play Twitch. Yeah. Twitch wants to do C. Twitch is chill. Twitch says,
so there's obviously many strong players in the Twitch chat. And this was a 2-stone game, so it wasn't a completely fair game. And there's not really much I can do at this point, so I'm just going to resign.
No, that's a fair move. So Twitch, if you think about it, he has to wear the cut, but all right, he's not going to have any reprise. And then if he lost that cut, we can make it pretty miserable. Actually, he probably dies anyway. Yeah, don't you, Eric? Yeah. Okay. So maybe co or something. I don't know. But so thank you for the game, Eric. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Devin.
A lot. Yeah, a lot of strong Twitch people out here. But hopefully some beginners too got to play some interesting stuff. So yeah.